Hi, everyone. 27 days until WildFit class begins. 27 days. Class begins on September the 20th. Hi, I'm Simone Simpson, founder of Snapback Body Wild, and I am here to talk to you about my day, talk to you about how I feel, what I'm eating. I am following, as far as my meals, the Wild Fit Spring, what is known as Wild Fit Spring. I'm counting down. So during these 27 days, yesterday it was 28 days, but during all the days of the countdown, I'm eating Wild Fit Spring. And stick around to the end of today's video. I have an unboxing. I got my keto products. And so these are hacks that I didn't do and won't use when we're doing the Wild Fit class. However, this is showing you what I'm eating during Wild Fit Spring and bringing in a few hacks. I just want to see what that will do for me on this program, during this process. So I'm super excited that you're here. And I just got back from my dinner walk. So I actually am going to check and see how long I walked. I don't clock it to see the miles, but I was actually thinking about it today. So let's see. I'm going to open it. I have an app that counts my minutes of activity. So I'm going to see how many minutes I walked today. I just walk where I live. It's beautiful. I live on the ocean. So the boardwalk, for those of you who don't know, it's a sidewalk that runs along the ocean. And I live on Miami Beach. So it's the most popular boardwalk, the most well-known boardwalk in the world. So that's where I walk. So it's super exciting. I just walk and I'll see buildings and I'll go, oh, I want to walk to that building. And most of the buildings on the water, we've got like floor to ceiling windows. And so it's beautiful. And most of them have pools. And everyone is just decorated differently. So it's exciting for me. So I'm going to see how many minutes total. Okay. 103 minutes is what I walked today. So you can see that. Let's see. Let me make sure you can see it. Can you see that? It says done. There it is. Okay. Oh, so it's like an hour and a half because my goal is an hour a day of activity. And what I mean by activity is something where I'm continuously moving. I mentioned yesterday that I was going to the ocean at night as my activity in the evenings. However, I'd walk to the ocean, which was nice activity. It's like a 10-minute walk. Including like walking through my building, the backyard, and then going to the sand. But once I get in the water, I was kind of just, standing. So it wasn't really activity. So I said, I'm going to switch that and do a walk at night. I can go to the beach at lunch. I can go in the mornings, which is amazing in the mornings. So I walked, it's at 43 extra minutes. So I did 103 minutes today, and it was a beautiful walk. So this is day 2 of what some of you who aren't familiar yet with WildFit, don't worry, once we get into the class, you'll know everything. If you're familiar with keto, I've been eating keto for 2 days. This is day 2. And what I am feeling in my body, oh my goodness. So I have more energy. Even when I'm walking, I feel I'm stronger in my steps. So this is really interesting for me. And even my walks, what I would normally do is I would walk until my body felt like it was done. It always felt like my stomach still had food in it, although I usually stop eating at about 5 o'clock. So I'm like, I can't still have like food, like that much food in my stomach. However, today, as soon as I got onto the boardwalk, I was like, my stomach isn't full. I walked, but it wasn't walking until my body felt that that my stomach wasn't full. I just walked. So there's something going on as far as reducing the carbohydrates that is affecting digestion. I'm thinking that digestion runs more smoothly. And so I'm noticing what I'm feeling in my body. The area right below my breast area, it just feels flatter. And so at night when I would walk, I would go outside like, oh, wow, I feel my stomach feels full. And so that was interesting to me. So, and I liked it. And I like it. It felt really good. I walked, I had energy. And I had more energy. I felt I was walking faster. And so that's how I felt, how I feel. Also, what was very interesting is at about 4 o'clock, I was so sleepy, I actually took a nap. I was planning to I did like a half hour break, a couple of different breaks today, but I actually had to take a nap. So I ended up working a little bit longer than I normally would have. Like I had to sleep. My body was like, no, go to sleep. I'd only taken a half hour lunch. So I was like, oh, that's okay. I don't need to do a full hour today. I'll just work through it. But my body was like, no. And so I did what was a power nap. I slept 25 minutes. It was the deepest, most delicious sleep. Oh my goodness. It felt so good. I woke up like, ooh, I felt really, it was just a deep, deep sleep. So yeah, deeper sleep I'm noticing with keto. And this is only day 2. So that is how I felt, how I feel. And I talked to you about my dinner walk. I want to talk to you about my schedule. So as you know, I get up at 4 a.m. I meditate at 4 a.m. So that's my staple. I get up at 4. I meditate for an hour and a half. Today being day 2 of what you'll know is keto. And those of you who are familiar with keto, I am doing 20 carbs or fewer. And so yesterday, I didn't count my carbs, but my secret sauce to my beautiful skin is 7 carbs, which is why I decided to even do carbs. I was going to do 0 carbs, but I'm like, I am not going to give up my secret sauce. This is beautiful hair, skin. And so this is my secret sauce. So if you want to know more about it, I will put at the end of this video, I'll put a clip, or I did an unboxing a couple of days ago. So I'll put a clip to that video. And then there's links in the video where you can order the product. So I'll put that in there because this is something that it's amazing what it does for your skin, the differences, the changes that you see. It just smooths out your skin. It makes it hydrated. It just brings vitality back to your skin. So this is my secret sauce. And so that's why I do carbs at all. But so yesterday I did probably, I think I counted, maybe it was like 14 because I have an almond milk latte in the morning and I'm going to say 2 or 3. I like to over exaggerate my carbs. So I'll say I probably did 2 to 3 grams of carbs with that, 7, 8, 9. And then I had something else yesterday that had carbs in it, didn't I? I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't because I didn't have my collagen shake because I didn't have my keto product yet. So that was it. I had some, that's right, because I was working. And at one point I was like, I want to eat something else. But then I kept working and something good happened at work. So I kept working. And then finally it was a little bit later and I'm like, I want to go on my dinner walk. And then it was just, I'm like, I don't eat right before my dinner walk anyway. So it was just too late. That's right. So yesterday I had about 14 carbs. Today I had more because we've got our unboxing. So my schedule, I get up at 4, meditate for an hour and a half, but I say that to say today I stayed up after. Normally, after I'm done meditating, it's usually about 5:30. I'll do a little bit, and usually by 6, I take a nap, get up at about 7, 7:30, brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I get ready for work. I work from home, but I still like to get ready. I like to look in the mirror and like what I see. So I get up and actually get dressed. I don't dress for the office, but I dress as if I'm going to yoga class. That's how I dress for work. So get up, get dressed, wash my face, brush my teeth, do my hair. So, but today I stayed up and I was like, wow, it was really exciting. I was like, I have energy. And it was nice because I went online, don't judge. I know some people are anti-online, but I got to go online and do some programs. There's another component to my health and well-being, and it's this product. I'll share it with you a little bit later. But so I went online to that app and put some programs in there, some things that I'm working on. So I did that. That's secret sauce as well. so I did that, but I stayed awake and I loved it. I was like, this is free time. I'm like, I'm not going to judge myself for going online and doing these things. I can do whatever I want to do. So I did that. I didn't do yoga or ballet this morning. I'm giving myself, I guess, a little bit of leeway because I just started my countdown, the 28-day countdown, and I'm just trying to see how my body's feeling. That's an excuse, but I'm going to use it. So I stayed up. I started working at 8 and just pushed through. I felt really good until I got sleepy at a certain point. At about 2 o'clock, I was like, wow, I'm really getting sleepy. And then I got excited because my box was here. So that woke me up for a little bit, but then at 4 I took a nap. So that basically has been my schedule. Right now it's 8:46. So 8:46 exactly. But I want to share with you a snack that I have. So this comes like this. Anyone guess what it is? There you go. Seaweed chips. So this is my go-to. This literally takes the place of chips. They're seaweed chips. Now, when I first tried them, and this is something that was recommended on WildFit, when I first tried them, I didn't really like it. It kind of tasted a little bit, a hint like seaweed. But I ate it. It comes in little, I'm not going to open it because they'll get soft. They're crunchy, and I'm not. It's late. I'm not hungry at all, and it's late. I don't eat before bed, but they are delicious. There's about, I don't know, 15 or 20 in here, and so this is what I snack on. But when I first tasted them about a year ago, I didn't really. They were okay. I was just like, but I still ate it because I was working. I was trying to find a substitute for the nuts that I was eating while I was working and all the coffee with the heavy whipping cream I was drinking. I was trying to find some sort of substitute. And then I had another pack, maybe the next day. By the third day, I really liked them. So give it a chance because there are no carbs in this, no net carbs in this. And it's full of magnesium. It's really good for you. There are a lot of antioxidants. So give it a try. Seaweed chips. I like the ones made with olive oil better. I had some with avocado oil and I was like, I don't really like this one. Don't get the ones with teriyaki. They have sugar on them. They are addictive. Like I got those one time and I was addicted. I was eating so many of those every day, like probably for a month. This was like probably 8 months ago or something. And I was like, oh my, because sugar is addicting. And so these don't have sugar, they have sea salt. So this is my snack. So I had a couple of these I had my almond milk latte. Then which probably at 8 o'clock, I'm sure, I know I always have it before. Normally my plan is to have my almond milk latte and then exercise in a fasted state because it's a biohack. But I didn't exercise this morning. I'm kind of just seeing how my body feels. But now that I see my energy, tomorrow when I stay up after I meditate, I'll practice ballet. I love practicing either ballet or Ashtanga in the mornings. And so I grew up in ballet. I started ballet at the age of 3, so I love it. It's just my body just feels so good when I practice ballet. My body's like, yes, home. So, yeah. So these snacks, seaweed chips, and I have my groceries delivered from Whole Foods. So see, there I go, plugging Whole Foods again. They don't give me a discount, but you'll get discounts with the links that are below. So the products that I'm referring where I add links, definitely use those links and you can order them. But what I'm most excited about today are the keto products. This is the box that came, and I'm going to show you the size of it. So that's the size of the box. And I'm going to open it up. I opened it earlier when it came. I'm super excited. And I'm going to show you what's in here. These are hacks. And I knew I was going to make actually 60 full days of WildFit meals. I do know that. And I do know that WildFit spring meals. I want to make sure that I highlight that. There are different seasons in WildFit. I'm focusing on WildFit spring, which is similar to keto, but not exact. It's kind of similar, but those who know keto, it's kind of similar. But what I wanted to try were some hacks, some things to make it easier. When I was doing the WildFit program, my body had a lot of healing to do. So my own thought is, I know when you have a lot of healing, there are a lot of toxins in your cells, your body releases weight more slowly. Now that's not my own thought, those are facts. But once you get the outer rim cleared out of the toxins, then it fills back up with water. And then your body will slowly go, oh, I can actually get rid of this now and put it into the bloodstream. These aren't toxins, but when there are toxins in there, it's got to release that very slowly or you'll get really sick. So when I did the WildFit program, and I released 20 pounds during the program, but my focus was what I healed. I don't even think I've mentioned what I released during the program, then another 10, then another 10, so 40 so far. But I knew that my body needed to release weight slowly. I could tell. I mean, my lungs had shut down, and so I talked about that on the first day of this. So I'll stick that video at the end as well. And if you so that you can hear that. But I had a lot of healing, and a lot of people do. A lot of people have illnesses that have set in: diabetes, high cholesterol. I had high cholesterol. My sugar was high. My pressure was high. My triglycerides were high. Like everything, there's so many things were high. All of those are within normal limits, and I did show that on the first video as well. I had my test results that I had taken right after I finished the WildFit program, and that was without medication, was simply following the plan. So I ordered these products because I said, I want to get something that's going to make it easier, something that's going to make, if I have cravings that come in, I'll have something there to keep me on plan, so that I'm not going and running and getting a cookie. I want to have something here that keeps me on plan. Maybe not something I'll eat every day, but something that keeps me on plan. So this is my box. The first thing I took out, and there's a link below to the keto products. You will get a $15 off coupon if you use that link. So definitely use that link if you're going to order your product. But the first thing it says is, I ordered bars. It says, stick them in the refrigerator, and we'll stop the world and melt with you is what they put on there. So I want to hold up the box now that I opened it and just show you there's several products in here. I'm super excited. So those are the products that are in there, and I'm going to take them out one at a time and share. So this is MCT oil powder, which is a component of coconut. And so this is something that it's a medium chain triglyceride supplement. And so you mix 1 scoop with either coffee, water, or your favorite beverage. I'm not going to put this in my coffee. I will put this in my protein shake, my collagen shake. So I'll add this in. And this is vanilla. I did get vanilla because everything else is chocolate. There's also a base. So this is a ketone supplement. These are exogenous ketones. So it puts your body into ketosis. So I actually was going to make this today, but then I said I wanted to do an unboxing. So I wanted to unbox. So I have that. I also have keto collagen. Now this has 2 grams of carbs per serving. So 2 grams of carbs per serving. Whereas this is the normal one I was using has 7 grams of carbs per serving. So I didn't have this yesterday because there was just too many carbs. And then once I had coconut milk with another gram of carbs, and then the chocolate that I added it was just too much. But this collagen has 2 grams of carbs. So super good. So that came in the box. Electrolytes came in the box. This was huge when I was addicted to Bikram yoga. Yes, I was addicted. One of my students I was teaching yoga was like, have you ever been addicted to anything? I'm like, yeah, yoga. He's like, no, really. I'm like, yeah, really, Bikram. Like, yeah. So, but this was really big in Bikram, taking electrolytes. But what the information says is to take these every single day, that it takes away the keto flu. And maybe that's what I experienced today when I was so sleepy for a couple of hours. It could have been that I needed this. And so it is here. So it says to take these every day. So these are my electrolytes. I'm assuming potassium, chloride, sodium, magnesium. Yes. KCl, potassium, chloride, sodium, magnesium, and also vitamin D. So all of that's in here. So electrolytes, and this is pink lemonade flavor. And if you're wondering about the carbs, 0. There you go. That's in here. I also got this treat, which I just couldn't say no. Pancake mix. And I have made a keto pancake before with coconut flour, and they were actually delicious, coconut flour and eggs. But I said, you know what? It's going to be nice to have this, since I am doing this. I'm doing WildFit Spring for 60 days. So I said, during this first 30 days where I'm not actually on the program, once we start the program, I won't have this when it comes time not to. But when we first start, I can have this. But I said it's going to be really nice to have this around the house just in case, because pancakes is just one of those things that just makes me feel so good. And now I can. Let's see how many carbs it has. 8, but 4 grams of fiber. So 4 carbs in 2 pancakes. That's enough. That's really good. I'm loving that. So pancakes, and I will make this one Saturday morning. Maybe this, yeah, I'll do it this weekend. I'll make keto pancakes. And also, of course, I got keto cookies. This was a present they sent me for free with ordering it. Once, when I initially ordered, the order was less than 100. So they're like, oh, if you order a certain amount, $1 more, then we'll send you a free prize. So that's how I look at it. Obviously, that's a Freudian slip. I look at it as a prize. But this comes with 2 cookies in a container. Oh my goodness, these were delicious. I took a bite, and the first thing I did was I went to look at the carbs. I'm like, wait a minute, this is really good. And so it has erythritol and allulose. So because of that, you can subtract the carbs. So it ends up having 4 net carbs per serving. So so each cookie has 2 net carbs. So I had that, and I paid attention to how my body felt, because on WildFit, our bodies get really clean. So we don't do things like that at a certain point. We take a vacation from it just for a little bit. It's nothing permanent, but it's just a little bit, see how you feel, blah, blah, blah. But I said right now I'm cooking WildFit meals. So the meals that we'll start preparing together will be WildFit spring meals. They're different seasons. So, and spring is more similar to keto, but these are good. These are the peanut butter cookies, and really good. I give these a texture, taste. I even felt I tasted a granule of sugar. It was probably salt, but it tasted sweet actually. But I would give these a 9.5 out of 10. And that's just because everything can get better. Then I also had bars. So these are peanut butter chocolate chip bars. Oh, I was really enjoying this. I'm like, this is good. These are, so I'm going to show you how they look. And so I had one of each for instructional purposes. I wanted to tell you what everything tasted like. That's my excuse. Don't judge. So these are the keto bars, and these are, I think, 3 grams, 3 net carbs per bar, 3 net carbs per bar. And so, yes, 3 net carbs per bar. And this is a peanut butter chocolate chip. I really liked this. This one, when I had it, it was a little melted, which is why that card came in the box that I didn't see until after, which said, put this in the refrigerator for an hour. It basically is what the card said. And I hadn't done that. So it was kind of, it had melted a little, but it's warm. I'm on Miami Beach and it's August. So it's what I call Miami hot, because I have another house in Vegas, and in Vegas, this is not hot. It's spring weather. But out here, it's hot. So anyway, I was looking for the card that said, put everything in the freezer, but I don't see it. But anyway, this was a bar that came. And then also the cinnamon bars came. So I had one of these as well. This one was okay. It was the first one that I had, but I opened this first. And so I had just gotten everything from where I pick up my packages in my building. So it was a little melted. And so, but I like the peanut butter chocolate chip bar better than the cinnamon bar. This is a cinnamon bar. However, it's a cinnamon roll is the flavor. I still liked it. This one was on sale, so I wanted to get it to try it. I still liked it. But I do prefer like chocolate and I guess peanut butter now that I've had that. So these are my hacks, and I am using these. I'm glad that I didn't have them when it first started. Some of you might want to use the hacks. Again, there's a link below, and you can get a $15 off coupon, which is significant. I mean, everything you purchase, if you're always purchasing on sale, imagine what you're saving over a week, over a month, over a year, and then year over year over year. So there are links below, to a lot of the products that I'm talking about so that you can get discounts, the discounts you deserve. And yeah, so these are my hacks. Tomorrow, I'm going to make maybe the protein shake. And then we'll see. I might wait until the weekend just because I was going to shoot a video during the middle of the day, but I didn't want to break up my day like that. I was like, no, let me do the video in the evening. I like doing it after I do my dinner walk. So this is my kit that came. These are all of the keto collagen. There's a link below. And I'm getting ready. When I was walking, I was feeling my stomach and I was like, wow, it feels flatter. Like this is just one day. So I am weighing myself every Saturday. So I weighed Saturday, although I started the keto, what those of you who are familiar with keto, I started WildFit Spring, or eating less than 20 carbs, on Monday. So this is Tuesday, this is day 2. So I just started, but I can already feel, I'm like, wow, I feel my abs feel more engaged. My stomach feels flatter. I'm like, this is really something. It's day 2, but I'm getting on this. Like I am ready. I healed my body. You know, things that doctors said are permanent, progressive damage in my lungs, I healed that. My lungs are normal now. So, you know, I healed triglycerides and cholesterol and blood sugar, all of these numbers that are so important that people casually say are high. I healed during WildFit. One of the things I loved about WildFit is every week you have 2 to 3 live classes with your classmates. So you have a video every day to watch. It's 10 to 15 minutes, professionally made video. You'll watch the same videos that I watched. We also have a live class. So we'll meet 2 to 3 times a week, and you'll get to hear your classmates talking about their experiences on the program. And what I most loved about those classes was people talking about what they were healing. And we had doctors in our program who were just amazed at what this was doing. And they were talking about what actually was lowering for diabetics. And one of the doctors, she had been diabetic prior to WildFit until she got on the program, and they just couldn't believe it. They're like, this program, we had other people in the program whose doctors were asking them, what are you on? Because they want to share this with their patients. Everything that I healed, I went from being a little upset at the food industry that's telling you, and not all companies are, but a lot of them are telling you that certain foods are good for you that are actually toxic to the body. And after year after year after year, it has an effect. And I can see it in people. You look at people, they just look tired. They look exhausted. They look uncomfortable. That's not the way your body's supposed to feel. You're supposed to feel good and full of energy. And that is something that I loved hearing in our WildFit classes, was just story after story after story about what everyone was healing. Well, I didn't get my test results back until after WildFit. So I didn't have anything to share. And I wasn't ready to share what had happened with my lungs because it was still going on. And for me, I'm not sharing a story for pity. I knew I was going to heal them, but when I'm healing something that doctors say are damaged forever, I don't need anyone else's doubt getting in my way. So I didn't tell anyone what was going on and what I was doing. I just did it. After I healed, then I'm like, guess what, world? Dun, 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 dun. So that's kind of how I did it. But I listened every week, and I listened to the pounds that people were releasing as well. A lot of people released more than I did. I released 20 during the program and then another 20 after. And a lot of people released 30, 40, 48. However, I had a lot of healing to do. And so keep that in mind. If there are things that your body's going to decide what's most important. So my body said, yes, you're going to release weight, but we're going to fix your lungs first. And now we're going to work on your cholesterol. And now we're going to work on your blood sugar. Now we're going to work on your triglycerides. And so that's what happened. Your body will triage and do what's most important. I know a lot of us were looking at what we're seeing in the mirror or how our jeans are fitting. And I was like, no, release the weight first, then everything else. But my body did everything else first and released the weight, but got a little more to go. And I'm excited because I'm doing this 60 days of WildFit Spring. I am filming this because I want you all to see what it does. That way, when you are in the class, day one of the class, I will have already done WildFit Spring for 30 days. So day one of the class, September the 20th, is day one of class. I will have been eating WildFit Spring for 30 days. And so you'll be able to see what my body has done. Day 30 of WildFit class, I will have been eating WildFit Spring for 60 days. And so I'm excited. I just love the way I feel. Like even last night I went to bed. My goodness, I filmed the live. I took a shower. I went online and did some things. I was writing a few things. I got some ideas for my business. And then it was fairly late. I tried not to look at the clock because I'm still working on the mindset of when I go to bed after a certain time, feeling that I'll have energy. So I try not to look at the clock at night, even when I'm meditating. And I meditated last night, of course, and then got up at 4. So, but I'm full of energy. I'm so glad you're here. Again, I'll put a couple of links at the end of this so that you can see the 30-day, so that you can hear the story about my lungs for those of you who haven't yet heard it. I will also put a link to the unboxing for the secret sauce. This is the secret to my beautiful hair and skin. This is something that is an everyday thing. And also the telomeres are part of it as well. And both of those come from the same company. So there's a link. And I talk about it extensively. I explain what they do. I take 2 of these in the morning, 2 at night. These are the telomeres, but it's non-prescription. It's composed of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B12, but the different amounts of specific vitamins and herbs is what causes the lengthening of, it slows the shortening of your telomeres. And when your telomeres shorten, that's the only way for aging and illness to set into the body. So those of you who would love to live to 80, 90, 100, and then those of you who have the thought, what if I could live that long and feel good and be strong and stand up straight and be able to go out and walk a couple of miles a day? So that would be nice. Speaking of miles, I was thinking that when I was clocking the duration of the miles, I think in Vegas, it was about 13 to 15 minutes a mile, depending. And that was, again, my lungs were healing. So it's probably a little faster now, but I'll just go. I like to over exaggerate. So let's just say 15 minutes a mile. But if I'm walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I'm doing about 6, 7 miles at night. That's really good. Yeah, because today I walked to Millionaire's Row, and where I live at 1. And so when you walk north, that's Millionaire's Row. When you walk south, that's Beverly Hills. So I just kind of decide it's all nice. It's a really nice upscale island. So it's beautiful everywhere. So, which is why I never left when I came. I was coming here for vacation for 4 days. I never left. Kind of like what I did in Spain. Oh, one of my friends, Costa, is like, yeah, you tend to do that. You gotta stay where you're visiting. So I'm so glad you're here. This is 27 days of WildFit Spring. On the weekend, I will make pancakes. I'm excited. I don't know what I'll put on them. I do have some maple syrup. I know the carbs are high, but since I'm doing, that's actually sugar. Sugar is addictive. I had cookies over the weekend. Oh, I showed you that. The bags that I unpacked over the weekend, I ordered my groceries and they switched my bag with someone else's and sent cookies. So I tasted the cookies. And the next day I wanted more. I threw them away because I was like, I'm not going to eat these. I'm not going to store them in my house. That doesn't work out. So I threw them away. But literally the next day I wanted something sweet. So I went and got donuts. That was Sunday, because I knew on Monday I was starting WildFit Spring, which is similar to keto. So I was like, well, I can have anything I want. So I went and got donuts, but I'm like, so that's my concern with if I put maple syrup on the pancake, is that craving for sugar will set in. So I'm going to see. I'm going to do some research. Hopefully I can find an alternative. If you know of one, leave it in the comments. And I'm going to search as well, because I would like to have keto. I'm going to have keto pancakes this week, and I'll make those. That will be the first recipe that I make. And then I'm also going to start filming, I think, at lunchtime to show you what I cook. I eat one meal a day. I just spread it out. Today I had baked chicken, and then I had a bowl of chicken vegetable soup. And then my soup chips. And then I have these snacks later. But so I do basically, I do a meal, but I spread it out. Normally, like if you're at a restaurant, you'll get your appetizer, you'll get your salad, then you'll get your entree, and then you'll get your dessert. Well, but that's usually, I mean, if you're in Europe, that's over the course of 2.5 hours. If you're in the States, it's over the course of like 40 minutes. But I do my meal, I do my meal over the course of like 8 hours, 7 hours. So I'm shortening that because I'm also incorporating intermittent fasting these first 30 days and probably beyond. Intermittent fasting is not a part of WildFit. However, you can start to play a little bit with it, but it's not a part of it. But during these next 30 days, it is. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna hop in the shower, get a little bit, I'm gonna light some candles, hop in the shower, meditate, dream, and then go to bed. 27 days till class. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Simone Simpson, founder of Snap Back Body Wild. Click on the link below to get more information about how to sign up for class. Class starts September the 20th. All of the information about WildFit is on the website. If you go to the About tab, and you'll see a PDF file. So click on that and everything about the program opens up. So that's where it is. We're redeveloping the website, but I wanted it there for now. I was like, until we get it redeveloped, but it's there. All of the information about the program, you'll have professionally made videos every single day to watch. The same videos that I watched. It is a transformative health program. That's why I'm here sharing it with you. I had no plans of becoming a WildFit coach. I have a business. When I got the results of my glucose, my triglycerides, my blood pressure, my cholesterol, everything went from high to normal without just on this WildFit program, and I ate everything I wanted. I was never ever hungry. And we could eat as much as we wanted. Like I knew that. I'm like, I can eat right now. A few times I did. A few times I ate right before bed because I knew I could. But I sleep better if I don't eat before bed. So I didn't do that a lot, but I knew I could. And I was like, I ate everything, every other diet I'd ever done. I was like, oh, let me just go to bed. I'm hungry. But WildFit, it's like you get to eat everything you want. You just get to eat. There are little tweaks here and there, but you get to eat. It's not a calories in, calories out. You're not counting calories. It is transformational. And I taught healthy living classes, and I thought I knew more than about 90% of the population as far as what was good for the body. And WildFit unraveled almost everything that I knew and rebuilt it. And so once I got those test results back, I started telling people about the program. And after I got the CT results back, I knew that I had a responsibility to share this. And that's why I'm here. Give yourself this chance. If you are feeling anything, tired, irritable, if you're tired in the mornings, if you're drinking cups and cups of coffee and you're still sleepy. Now, I still drink coffee, but it's not to wake me up. It's because I like the experience. But if you're still sleepy, if your knees hurt, if your ankles hurt, if you're walking slowly, if it's hard to get upstairs, and if you're saying this is because you're getting older, this is not the way your body has to respond. Give yourself this chance. Sign up for the class. And then you too can tell 2 people about it. You can tell your friends about it. It's that important. You are that important. It's why I'm here. I have to share this because of what I experienced, what it did for me. So I'm excited to have you join. If you want to do a discovery call with me to get more information, you can sign up for a discovery call on the website Snap Back Body Wild. You can sign up for a discovery call. That's going to be a one-on-one, 45 minutes, where I can talk to you about it. There will be a webinar where I'm talking about WildFit, explaining about that as well. That will be on September the 1st and also on September the 15th. If you sign up before September the 15th, you get a nice discount. So keeping that in mind, but I just want to make this available for everyone. And, you know, I love discounts. so I'm going to provide this for you as well, but it is a tried and true program. This is something that has been tested, has been researched. I did extensive training to become a WildFit coach, and I'm finishing up my testing and all of that. This is really, it's so much in alignment with what's important, because nothing is more important than that you feel good, than that I feel good. When you feel good, it affects everything that you do. It affects how you say hello to your children, how you say hello to your mother, how you say hello to your father, how you say hello to your friends. It affects how you work, how you walk, what you do during the day, and how you feel when you're doing all of these different things. So join the program. Class begins when? September 20th. I'll see you there. Snapbackbodywild.com. If you want the meditation, there is a free meditation on the website meditationrising.com. There's a link below, but there's a free meditation there. All you have to do is enter your email address and you will get access to the free meditation, unlimited access to that. So I'll put a link below there as well, because meditation is my everything. That's the foundation of everything that I do. People who know me, they know how even keel I am, and that's meditation for me. I will see you tomorrow after my dinner walk for more. I'm going to tell you what I ate, what happened, what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling. But I'll see you tomorrow. I feel excellent. I feel amazing. I'm getting ready to light some candles, take a shower. Thanks for being here. Bye.